Okay, so it's December 22nd. Nick and I are out here west of Washington Park, headed out into the Straits of Juan de Fuca. It's blowing about 15 to 20 right now. They're saying that there's gusts of 37 out by Smith Island. So we're headed towards Smith Island. We got cameras in the bow and cameras here and up on top. We'll see what we can get. All right, you ready, Nick?
Yep, let's do it.
Foot swell with a good steady 2 to 3 foot chop on it. We're knocking along at about 16, and our G meter here is really neat. You can see the bandwidth on the G meter is just what you feel in the boat. It really only, you can hold a little light air, a little bit of firm, but you never get any big spikes. You can see even at this speed, there's almost no spray at all. I mean, it's raining right now, but it's not doing a lot of big spray out of the bow. It's the shape of the hull that should do that. There is a load of logs out here today, though, so yeah, man. Woohoo! So 21 miles an hour in these conditions right now, and it's hands off the wheel, silky smooth. So we're running as low as 0.74 Gs and as high as 1.4 Gs. Very smooth ride though. You can see the bandwidth is very cushy. Coming back now from the Straits, and I think it probably was blowing a good steady 30, 35 up there. Our G meter here says that our maximum during the trip was 1.45 Gs. So 1 G is kind of just standing there. So basically less than half a G was the biggest impact that we had in running in those kind of conditions. And in a normal boat, when you hear that bam like that, that's like maybe 3 or 4 Gs. So dramatic difference in how soft the ride is. You guys all know that when you've gone out in rough water with a monohull boat. It's got a pound. This boat doesn't pound. So yeah, this is what a C100 does in 3 to 5 footers. And yeah, good day on the water, huh? video. I want to get a copy of it.
Oh yeah, I'll get a copy.
Woo! Hold on. Big one.
You don't even need spring seats.
There's
Never this rough.
Look at this. Woo-hoo!
We gotta really watch for the commercial trucks that are all over out there right now.
Yeah.
They'll probably get dragged, right?
Yeah,
a lot
that'd
of
make
carbon in
this
here.
a lot less fun with what we got going on here. All right, let's spool it up a little bit.
Very good.
21.9 right now.
1.9. Dang, I would not have guessed that.
3 to 5. Okay, let's hammer it. Wide open.
Okay. What are we doing there?
28.3 right now. 3 to 5 footers. Yeehaw! Woohoo! All right, let's head and go down swell for a minute.
Alright, yeah, let me see.
That was 28. Yeah, we're clearing the whole event.
Very nice.
I think the winds have blown the crab pots out.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Well, they pulled them last night.
So look at how much steering I have to do. It's Peter, right?
Peter, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woohoo! Very little steering for these conditions. And it's still soft
it's still soft.
at 24.8. Look at this big one we're coming up on.
Big homers.
How's it work
Go
going?
in. Whoa! Woohoo! Still soft ride though.
God, there's like 6 footers in here.
That
Yeah.
was a big one. The bow is 6.5 feet off the
I
water.
was not expecting you were gonna like recreate our conditions in this bay.
Alright. Look at the wind, you guys.
It's ripping.
It's ripping. You get the idea, Peter? It
I
rides
get the
pretty
idea.
soft.
It was much softer than I expected.
All right,
I don't think I've ever been out here this rough. Now.
yeah, this is about pushing the edge of it. I bet it's higher. I bet it's towards 50 down there.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Woo-hoo! But we did run wide open in it once. Hello, Larry here. I've got Rick and Carrie here from Fairhope, Alabama.
Yes.
And it's April 2nd, and we've just been out in the Straits of Juan Fuca with a C-108 running around, and we wanted to share their impressions of it. We were out with, what would you say for C's?
I think it was 3 to 5.
3 to 5s,
Yeah.
and
In a
Nick-
gale warning.
and it's a gale warning, and Nick just checked, and it was blowing 33 to 36 knots
Yeah, it's Smith Island.
at Smith Island, which was right near where we were at. What do you guys think?
Unbelievable. I told my kids already, we're warm and dry.
Yeah, it was great. We went out 2 days ago, and it was like glass out there. And
Yeah.
so I asked Nick and Larry to see if they could
To conjure up some
to
weather.
give us up a little better sea trial, and this was great. We went right into the seas head on.
Head on.
We went
Spun
down
around.
seas and quarter seas, and it handled great. And,
Yeah.
it's
We
you know,
topped out at, what was our top speed? Like
27 miles an hour,
27
I
miles
think.
an hour straight into 3 to 5.
and was very, not uncomfortable at all.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
surprised. I was
We were hooting and hollering.
very happy. Very happy.
I was never afraid.
I think you sold the boat.
You were never afraid. That's good. Oh, you only think we sold a boat. Let's buy a boat. All right.
Blowing 30 knots, Cap City Marina, Aspen C-120 demo ride today. 2 foot of chop in the harbor here. This one. It's sloppy. Yeah, hang tight as well. Cool.
28 to 35. into, what are they, threes
This
and
is
fours here?
3s and 4s right outside the
We're at
breakwater.
17 in them right now. Look at how wet our window is. It's dry. Woohoo! Are we having fun yet?
It's not bad at all.
Try this with a monohull.
Yeah.
We're up at 19 right now, you guys.
19 knots?
Yeah, 19 miles an hour.
Wow.
Hands off the wheel.
Wow.
Woohoo! Are we having fun?
Is this power steering?
No.
No.
Give it a spin. Isn't that neat?
It's sloppy here with the with the wall here.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Now, are the waves hitting under the sole?
You're standing right on it. What do
Yeah.
you think? They're
How's
not.
it feeling? Yeah.
It's like a long travel suspension system here. So when the waves hit the hull, they essentially give you buoyancy. None of that slop you get out of a monohull.
Yes.
Isn't this great? Woohoo!
Wow.
And we're at almost 21 miles an hour right now, and this is cutting, straight into it. Let's go straight into it, and that's a 45. Here's straight in. Woohoo! No pounding. Can you believe it?
I am. How are your trim caps set?
They're off right now.
They're off.
Yeah, and that would be for rough weather. That's what you need. Now we're going to turn. We're going to run down swell in them.
Okay.
Notice how stable it is when we're in the trough, and
You're not rocking.
none of that rocking. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, now we're going to get a little blow on because the spray is coming on and blowing onto the boat.
Okay.
So that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But the boat's super dry. The hull's
My cut water.
Let's go over to the crew boat.
soaked.
We'd have green water.
Pardon me?
The crew boat is coming in.
Oh yeah,
That's a good comparison.
yeah. We don't need to go over there and get his wake today because it's smaller than those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some sporty conditions. Anacortes, Washington.
And we've come in plenty of time on charter and had our lunch handed to us right here.
Right here, yeah, it's open.
Why is it so bad here?
It's shallow up there farther, so the weather always kicks up more when it's shallow. And
Let's go broadside for a second.
all right, here we go. Go towards shore for a minute.
Yeah.
That'll be real easy.
So
No rolling.
either this direction or that direction is going to be the same.
And it's hands off the wheel again. No one's driving.
Unreal.
Aspen's engineering team's driving for you.
Wow.
Look at it busting up on the wall in front of us. I love it. It's a great day for a demo ride.
Yeah, right.
Woohoo!
Most people wouldn't even think to be out here.
No, and look at it, it's like no big deal. Woohoo!
Now you're starting right into it.
And it
No
just bobs
splash.
through it. See how it just kind of floats through?
Yeah.
It floats through.
These have got to be 5 foot.
Yeah, at least. Look at how tight the set we're coming into here is. Really tight.
Oh, God.
Notice the boat feels really tight too.
I mean, this is like, I'd rather.
Woohoo! Want to go faster? Let's spool it up a little bit. Here we go. This is Aspen Day.
Likewise so.
Now we're up at 19. Hands off the wheel in these conditions.
Unbelievable.
Just went out and did a demo ride that everybody wishes they could go do. And we went out. They're having this thing called a storm cyclone out in the ocean about 300 miles, and we got big winds coming in. Have you ever heard of a storm cyclone in Washington State?
Crazy.
We went demo riding today. How was it?
The waves were 4 feet high. We were expecting to be just bounced all over the place because our other boat wouldn't have handled it, and we just sliced right through it. It was unbelievable.
It was really a different ride than what we would have had on our boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you've got a
And you were
right
smiling
now.
and laughing the whole time.
I wasn't anywhere as white knuckled as I would have been on our boat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
coming back to dock wasn't even as bad as.
Piece of cake.
Yeah.
The thrusters worked great, and the boat turns on a dime. Absolutely loved it.
What do you think of that
Really?
big rudder and being able to maneuver like that?
It was very easy to do, and it's not even power steering, and it turns on a dime. So
How was the tracking when it was rough?
tracking was great, and I like the ability to stand or sit at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Great visibility. I love the intermittent wipers. Didn't take hardly any spray over the bow, which was really a
How
shock.
fast did we go with it?
I think we were doing 20, 21,
Oh, I think you had it up
22.
to 23.
23 at one point, yeah.
And
in
great
those
fuel
conditions.
economy, and
Even in those conditions.
even
economy.
Broadside, it was not
No.
bad at all.
It was a
And
good ride. It was
How
a
does it
really good
compare to
ride.
your, you've got a cutwater, but I mean, your other monohull boats? Have you ever been in anything that rides like this?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And even
actually, you've been on other cats too.
even compared to other catamarans, this road's so much better. You don't feel like you're on a toy horse ride, and it just cuts through the water amazingly well.